Welcome, my friends, to the channel Live with Freedom Forever. In this channel, now we'll continue about our next topic, how to create a table. Because I think the last session we saw that's how to create a database. You're already, I think that's you saw this one. That's to create a database, how we did it. So now just we need to create a table. So what do you think? That's we can see also how many already there is any how many created table created. So it's like show databases. So first what we need to do, there's we already created a databases. Okay, so these are the databases. So you need to work in one of these databases. Without that you cannot create a table or something. No. So means you need to use the database, because this database you create to use. It has sense, yeah. So for to use a database, use, you just need to write the database name. Suppose you see, when we made it, it says the database changed. So well, now we are in the database name is world. So in the world database, if we want to see is there any table already created or not, so we just need to write here that show tables. Okay, so I think that's you understand this is a database for this, and to write a table we just put here show tables. It's not, I told you this is not case sensitive, but it's better that if you write on the caps letter. So just we write, but believe me, it will not make any effect. There is zero, empty. So as I told you, if we write the same command in not in caps, you see there's the same things. So okay, so now we can create a table there. So there is no table already created. So to create a table we need to uh, is the same thing. So we need to name the table name. So after you see here, so create a table means suppose we are going to make a table name which is name is student. So we need to create table and the table name, what the table you want to make. Then you know that the student should have a student ID, the student have a name, they have address. So those things just you need to put some those things according to our requirement. So in ID I mention here integer, because I will put here only the numbers, integer number. Here the name I put the var character, I mention it 20, and address also I mention it var character and 20. And now here I mention the primary key, and the primary key I mention is student ID. Don't mind about the primary key or foreign key, anything, don't mind about those. Will learn each and every topics when the time will come. Believe me, we'll learn each and every topics on time. So just I mention it like this, but it's not mandatory. You can write as you want. You can write in only one line. You can write like as I wrote here, because I just mentioned here like every lines I mentioned the comma. So in this way just I may make it. So what you need to do, the create table is the keyword, then the table name, then you need to start a bracket, then you need to mention this is all the column name you mention here, and you are putting here the character where character, So, and here is the closing, and let's try is I just copy this and paste is here. Okay, query okay, 0 affected. Okay, so now we just check. You see this is show tables. Already one table name is student already created. You see this is the table name, so we can see this. That's yes, we already created a table, and we can see those things. So in the same way, if you want to create another table, you can create. That's your wish. That's how you want to, which table you want to make. Suppose that's employee. You want to make an employee table, then just making it a little quicker. So don't mind if I make it employee ID, and then this is employee name. I hope you are understanding. Yeah, employee name, and here will be the I put this employee ID is the primary key, and copy this and paste here. You see, and if I make it show TLES tables, you see now we have two. In past we had one because we created one. So now that's as fun, no? We can create table, we can create database, we can create table. So what do you think? That we create tables, we can see show the table, we create already database, and we can show the database. Now if we start to delete, yeah, if we want to delete the table, how we can delete the table? It's a sense of we create table with the table name. So if you want to delete the table, delete table, and then table name. Okay, so if we mention this, so here it's telling us check manuals as a correct table employee at line 1. So let's check what's the problem. So we should remember there is three statements that's we should remember. In the table there are these three. One is drop table, and another is delete table, and another is truncate. I will show you all of those, but now what we want to do, we want to remove this table. So we are not using the delete, because mainly the delete is used to remove a particular value with some means which has a particular value, the number. So we will show you it's in another video. That's when we make some clothes like wear or something like that. So that time we mainly delete. That's we want to delete a particular row or something, so that time we want to delete. Okay, so in this drop, we are just dropping the table. So mainly what we want to delete this table. So for delete means we are dropping the table, so you need to mention that's drop table. It's okay. So again we show tables. You see there is that's already removed. And in the same way, if we want to delete another table, we can do the same way. So I hope that you understand that one. So now we can delete means a total table, means we can drop a total table. And what happened is if we want to delete a database, show databases. So we have many databases. So suppose that I want to remove this sun from the database. So how we can do it? Yes, you're right. It's the same command, drop database and sun. You see. So here if we give the command show databases, here is the in your keyboard the up arrow and down arrow, you can bring those commands back. Okay, so show databases. Now you can see that there is not the sun. So I think that you understood that's how we can drop a table and drop a database. So in future we can do some more fun. Hope you like it, and you will give a thumbs up and be with me. Thank you.